When you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go to Cheltenham. When you've got worries, all the noise and the hurry seems to help.
Well, we're here at the Woodlands Hotel in the heart of Waterford, where final preparations are taking place ahead of tonight's Bet Chronicle sponsored Cheltenham Preview evening, where we've got a star-studded panel in attendance, probably the best you'll find anywhere in the UK or Ireland ahead of Cheltenham. It's also an important event for charity as well, where the charities benefiting tonight will be the Friends of St Patrick's Hospital and St Thomas de Paul, both important charities to Bet Chronicle. So we're looking forward to a really tremendous evening and hopefully a few pointers ahead of Cheltenham.
Well, this time last year we were all talking about cousin Vinny, who sadly didn't do the business for us on the opening day. You've got Dunguib, who was a really impressive winner of the bumper last year. I thought he beats a lot of good horses really easily. There's no doubt for me he's one of the best horses I've seen, but I was really disappointed with the way he jumped last time. I thought nothing to do with the jockey, but he looked to me as though he had slightly sore shins. That was running on a flat track, and I think at a short price you've got to be looking elsewhere for me. It might just be that he's a really good horse, but he'll be the first horse I've ever seen to jump like that and win round Cheltenham. What do you think, Ted?
I don't think he jumped like that, first of all. I think he was only hacking around behind them. I think a young lad never put him into the race. I think he was just told to hunt around and pop around. I think he'd be a better horse when he's in the thick of things and raced on a bit. I think he's a ridiculous price at 5 to 4 on. Justin is giving even money anybody who wants to back him. Are you, Justin?
Yeah, I'm going to take him on at evens. I'm a bit like John, he hit a few hurdles last night. There's nobody going evens, but I'm prepared to take him on and we either get a few quid or go to Nama, so we'll start early.
Justin, sorry Ted, how much are you going to take at even money?
Anyone tonight can back them whatever they want down here, and I don't know if I'd have to go evens on the course, but I might on the day because there will be opposition to him. People will try and back some of the others as value bets. But he's very short at the moment for a Supreme Novice hurdle. They go at some clip. Ted thinks it'll improve him, he'll jump better. I have to lay him at the price.
Mick Fitzgerald?
Can I just ask Ted first of all, how many horses he's ridden that jump better going fast than slow?
Quite a few. I've seen some horses trot around over poles and fall over poles, and when they're galloping on they get a bit of momentum. I think he was asleep at Leopardstown. I don't think he was ever woke him up. He was half asleep, only dozing around. I think when you pick him up, and I'd also like to know just how you could assess he has sore shins standing in the commentary box.
But isn't this great? This is why we're all here this evening, and it's why we go racing, because everybody has an opinion. You know, sadly I'm not right very often, but I've seen enough horses jump with sore shins, and when they start trying to land with their back legs first, you know you're in trouble. And I think coming down that hill at Cheltenham, he'll be in trouble. I'd love to see him win, because I think there's a great outfit. I think he's a really good horse, and it's fantastic they've given Brian O'Connell a chance to ride him, and I think he gets on well with him. But
went round the horses with Nicky last night, and he was very sweet on Finian's Rainbow. He thinks he's got a great chance, and he's #1 for this race. I've been very impressed with an English horse called Peddler's Cross, trained by Donald McCain. He's a very good young trainer. Jason Maguire lying third on the jockey's table, and he's real good value, Jason. He's a good solid jockey, doesn't do anything wrong.
Long Run's going to win, and win by a long way. 4 to 1 could be one of the great value prices at Cheltenham. I think he's a superstar, absolute freak. His performance in the Felton was just sublime. He thrashed Tasbar. He had good horses, like 150 rated horses, being pulled up 3 out because they couldn't live with his...
Yeah, I can't really have masterminded. That's it, that's Paul Nichols trying to shoot me. I just...
You didn't succeed, you're not gone down.
I knocked one down to his and Nam one day. You could have got a gun that day too. I'm just not playing into the thing about the last day. People are very... Like, my old fella used to do a bit of cross-country running, and if I had a race with him now, I'd show plenty of zip. You know, I'm not playing into his last run as being good enough to go by, as in the company he was keeping. I think he had to do what he done to have any chance in a champion chase, and I just think the hanging thing would be a worry for me. I don't think he's stonewall in love with the game, and I think if they can get him off the bridle, he's not a finisher for me this year. And 2 years ago, he was a fantastic horse, and I said he'll never be beaten ever in his life, but he is beatable, and I think if they do get him off the bridle, he's very much beatable.
Mike Cattermole, Davy Russell has lost the fate.
I'm absolutely amazed by what I've heard from Davy just then. This horse has been suffering, we don't know how long for, with cracked ribs, for goodness sake. I mean, most horses wouldn't even run half a furlong with cracked ribs, and this horse has still managed to finish third to David's horse at Cheltenham earlier in the season when he clearly was in distress. They've sorted him out now. Paul will have left loads to work on from Newbury. The spring was in his heels that day, which the boys have mentioned before. If novelty bets are going to be on offer here, he's going to win this race by upwards of 15 lengths, in my opinion. I think he's back. So there you go.
Tom. I may go back to you for people in the hall that like to have a... How keen are you on this Murad? It was 40, as you said, we tipped it up in the Racing Post. It's now 25 to on betchronicle.com. How sweet are you on it?
I was keener on him until I saw he had 11 stone in the Coral Cup, I'm going to assure you. I mean, I think this Murad is an interesting horse for the race because of the type of ride he's going to be given. I'm a big fan of young Paul Townend. I think he's an absolutely top-class rider in the making. And I think he'll sit him out the back. And that's what, often in this race, something comes and picks up the pieces when everything else is sort of done their running. And I think Murad is the exactly right horse for that. He's the perfect profile for that. And at 25 to 1, I mean, that's a great price. I'd like to ask Davey about more of attrition, though, because he beat Murad last time.
Yeah, I don't think big bucks can win this race. I'm only joking, I'm only joking, I'm only joking, I'm only joking, I'm only joking. Jesus, I'm only joking. He's a certainty.
I've spent my life trying to get this Corto star beaten. I haven't managed yet. I'll try again. But the thing I'd say about Denman, you take out that Hennessy run, and I know you can't take out, but he's got a really checkered career since he won the Gold Cup. He was horrible at Kempton when he came back, then he ran well in the Gold Cup, but he was given a sort of a, you know, let's try and get as good a placement we could get right. Then he fell at Aintree, then he's come back and he's won that, and now he's fallen again. It's not the type of horse I like backing to win a Gold Cup. I'm against Denman. That's the one I'd be against. Trying to find chinks in Corto stars armour is just virtually impossible.
But Nick, look at you on the morning line. You were critical on the morning line about Mr. McCoy.
Well, no, I wasn't critical about him that day. He's just not my choice. He wouldn't be my choice for a Gold Cup ever. Tony McCoy.
Why?
Because I just don't think anymore he's as good at getting horses to jump as he was 5 years ago. That's just my opinion. I'd have a few riders in front of him now. Nothing more to say than that, really. I mean, I mean, as Paul Nicholls said, it is twaddle that AP McCoy is a negative for Denman. Of course he's not. I'm just saying that, in my opinion, there's better jockeys than him around at the moment. As for
Hold on. Let's have a little poll here. People in the audience, right? You're down to your last fiver. I mean, you're absolutely stone broke. You've got to go home with nothing. You've got a horse running in a chase. Who would you want to carry your last fiver? Would it be Ruby Walsh rides another horse in a different country at the time? Who would you pick?
Very guaranteed. Davy Russell, yeah.
I think if it was me, I'd have been me every single time.
You're picking me. You have one hiding away somewhere else.
Who said Sam Whaley Cohen, you bastard? I'll tell you now.